Oh shit. Oh fuck. Getting too far, man. Shit. I have to feel my way out. Shit. Crunch now. Alright, this is what gonna happen. Well, I don't mind stretching it further, not saying nothing. I really don't want to talk. Because the shit happening to me in this job, but it ain't really the company exactly. There's other things outside the company that's happening to me. But I don't really feel like getting into it on personal detail because, you know, some of us unfortunate ones have to do whatever it takes to survive. And that's what I'm doing. I don't need to tell nobody my personal business that deep. You know what I'm saying? But anyways, all I gotta say is, since I've been kind of hush quiet so long, I can't tell. I don't know if y'all going to go crazy. One of y'all going to go crazy and, you know, who knows what. So, I'm just letting you know I'm still active. That's all. I don't mind giving you some kind of tidbit, like giving an idea that I'm still functioning. So, here it goes. I'm going to just give you some minor stuff that ain't so important. This folder right here, it just got cleaned out. It was stacked full of bills on both sides. It was stacked full of bills on both sides. So I just walked right into my manager's office on the other side of this truck, like how you saw me coming into that gate just now. Yeah, that tan building right through the window. Yeah, this time the manager, my boss he wasn't behind the desk this time. Just about 2 minutes ago when I was in there, I walked through the back of the garage and went straight into the office. I went right to the shop, the mechanic shop. I saw this big old brand new gearbox. It was an automatic transmission, brand new as hell. It has not been touched. It's got stickers on it. It's got the cardboard box inside of the transmission bell housing. It's got a cardboard box with labels, you know. Not a cardboard box. It's got a cardboard it's got a round circular cardboard inside of it that has labels and instructions and stuff like that. And it's got that plastic cover for the transmission spline. What do you call it? The shaft. The transmission shaft. It was like totally fresh. And that's the mechanic is inside the office right now. He's the one kind of taking over for the while. The boss man hasn't showed up yet. It was past time for him to show up, but it's going on to 10:57. So since the mechanic was there, I gave him the paperwork. I also spent $35 for both of these wiper blades put together. I got them out of Walmart. I think they're the Michelin's. I think they're synthetic, something like that. All season, bought the cheap ones. They're made for cars, but then, I bought 22s over here and 20s over there. So I just handed them my receipt for the wiper blades, and I had them stack loads of bill of ladings. So it's like I had 2 days off yesterday. I mean, the last, Saturday and Sunday off. And today, load assignment hasn't came out yet in my email, and it has not came out yet on my text messages. I can see it right now. It will show up on the top of the screen on my cell phone. It would like flash, and then it would spread wide across, and then it would disappear. That means I gotta read it. But anyways, it didn't show up yet, so this is what happened. I'm sitting bobtail for right now. I'm only crossing my fingers hoping I won't work today. I'm crossing my fingers like this hoping that dispatch won't give me no work. Because when I was in the shop before I came back in the truck, just about 300 feet next to me, I was talking to the mechanic. And here's the good news. Well, some kind of good news, I don't know. I said, I would appreciate it. I said, I'm not trying to rush you. I would appreciate it if you kind of like jump on that black Volvo, kind of soon. He did like about, I think it was Saturday, like maybe Friday or Saturday evening, when I reminded him the first time, about 3 days ago. He said within a week and a half, he'll jump on a Volvo. You know what I'm talking about. I'm fixing to show it to you in a while. So now, since I just asked him the second time, I told him how desperate I am because I'm going through hell. And I said, I'm not really trying to leave this job, It's just that I need to pull away and take a vacation. And I even told him I'm fixing a bobtail to Fort Lauderdale. And I said Fort Lauderdale is a place for the down and out. It's not like a vacation spot. See, and I even told him since I used to be homeless there for 5 years. And he said, yeah, I remember you told me that. So what I'm planning on doing with that Volvo, I'm a bobtail down south. I must camp out in that Volvo and try to contemplate and gather up my thoughts. That's what I told him. Because I gotta write down stuff on a notepad and find out what I want to plan. Am I gonna go owner-operator with this company plus own authority? Maybe I might do 2 of them at one time. I might do this one more. I might do own authority less, but I still have my EIN LLC on the side of the truck. Or it might be this one first and don't open up the LLC EIN because it might cause extra expenses. They might be expecting stuff from me and I'm not really active on that side. We don't know. You see what I'm saying? There's a possible chance he might have to help me think about that because he's already in his own authority. Otherwise, I wouldn't be driving his merchandise right now. Like, what he got over there is one of his. And what he got over here is also his. And what you see in the rear view mirror of my truck is also his. And this one is also his. And a whole bunch of other ones. Except the trucks over that side, those are not ours. This is a rented lot. It's like ours only extend from the fence to the next 30 feet and that's it. We're only renting this spot. I mean, he's only renting the spot. They're renting theirs. You see, it's like about three different truck companies are in the same lot, in the same yard. So each of us rent our own spot. I'm not paying no rent, I'm just telling you. So it's like he said, oh, this is the good part. He said about next week. Oh, the one with the brand new transmission that was sitting outside the truck that hasn't been installed yet. He said that one costs $20,000. I asked him how much he paid for the gearbox, and he said $20,000, 20 grand. I said that's not so bad. And I even remember that he said a brand new engine would cost $60,000. So along with the truck and the transmission, no, wait a minute. I'm guessing a transmission and the engine and the truck body. The transmission engine, let me see, that'll be $80,000, right? That's the basic part of the truck. You also got to consider the differential and the truck body. So you're looking at another 70 grand or 60. Call it 150, 160. That's the reason why the entire piece, the entire tractor costs at least 160,000 or 150, somewhere about. Anyways, yeah, he said he's gonna jump on the red truck and bring it into the shop and take the engine out. That means the red truck is not the one I'm buying. The red truck has the engine I need that he wants to put in. I didn't ask for the engine. He's telling me that the one in the black truck is already destroyed. It's broken. He's going to take the engine out of the red Volvo and put it in my black one, the one I'm buying. And then that's when he's going to start. He said, he did say a week and a half, but now since he just pointed at the truck that's in the garage and the brand new gearbox that he's going to put into it, the other one, it's another Peterbilt just like this, but you're going to put a brand new gearbox in it. So he's going to put a brand new one in there. And then he said next week he's going to he's going to reel the red one into the garage and take the engine out and put it in the black one. Yeah, I know, I'm tired of waiting. He said a week and a half. That's not too bad. It's more like I'm going through so much friggin' hell. I feel like I want to get away from it all. I don't know. I feel like I wish I could go somewhere and fall asleep and pretend none of this is real. That's how bad it is. I need a vacation. That's what I'm starving for. So I told him, despite the amount of hell that I'm going through, and I said, I can't prove it to you no other way what I've been going through on them other jobs. But he said he know about it already, so he seemed pretty enthusiastic and very concerned. I just hope nothing will fall, get in the way between me and this. But anyway, it seemed like he's not gonna get it done in 1 week now. He's gonna start on it in 1 week, like next week. Like today's Monday. He's going to start on it next week, somewhere between Monday and Friday. He's going to reel the truck into the shop. So, after that, it's going to take another probably 2 weeks to get it completed, because after he puts the engine in there, you got to buy extra parts and parts that's missing off of it. So, give it about another month. Close to another, wait a minute, we're in April, right? Give it about a month and a quarter, something like right at the beginning of May, and a quarter distance, like another month and 1 week left, and so somewhere about. But when it comes to this heavy stuff, like the entire gearbox, which is about, what, I'm guessing maybe 400 pounds, 500 pounds, somewhere about the weight of a motorcycle. With all this heavy stuff that he's doing, you've been getting executed. You've been knocking out trucks one after the next, after the next, after the next, after the next, after the next. Yo, hold up. Let me see what this is up in here. I don't want to find out there's a predator up in there. I've seen unwanted vehicles coming up in here for no reason. No, I don't know. I don't know yet, but I'm gonna just go ahead and keep my mouth shut for a while. Nah, I don't know. I'm gonna keep shooting this video. Time I see a car strolling up and acting funny, I gotta look out. Nah, he's like rolling back and forth with the car. Rolling back and forth with the car like 5 times so far. Yo, let me put a pause on this for a minute. I remember when I first came on this job, them cops actually walked up to me right there. And they start asking me for some shady guy. You know, yo, hold up. Let me shut the fuck up for a minute. Yeah, this motherfucker look like an asshole. You can see the expression on his fucking face. He might be a serial killer or something. You know what I'm saying? No, he's like dodging between. He's like rolling the truck back and forth. I mean, not the truck. He's rolling the car back and forth, putting it in gear and putting it out of gear like he's looking for something between it. You see, he's doing it right now. Maybe I'll call the police in a while. I don't know. This bitch had a killer look on his damn face. Hold up a second. Nah, he looked like he's more interested in that side. But then he comes up, then he gave me a nasty stare a while ago. Now he comes up, pulling up in front. I don't know who he's looking for, what he's looking for. But I gotta watch. I gotta make sure nothing ain't happening. Yeah, I guess it's one of them things. I'll try not to compare myself to it. I really feel like I want to be a hero. Maybe I'll go ahead and tell one of them guys across here. Alright, now he's strolling out. Now he's backing out now. You see that car down there with the lights? He's going outside. They ain't no telling if somebody's in for it, man. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go ahead and I think I'm gonna go ahead and walk over there and say something to one of them. I don't know. Anyways, alright. I'm gonna go on a little tour right now. Maybe I'll just pass over it just in case y'all don't understand what I'm saying. Let me just cover this up. We got the refrigerator start popping open, man. Can't keep nothing quiet up in here. Every time I'm in transit, this thing pop open. I didn't even eat nothing this morning. I'm starving right now. Damn, boy. I tell you. I don't know, boy. I think we got predators stalking us nowadays. You know what I'm fixing to do? I'm gonna go over to that shop yard. I'm gonna go over to that mechanic shop, just a couple 100 feet right next to me. I'm gonna go ahead and report it. I'm gonna tell them what I just saw, just to make sure. Yeah, this one right here. Yeah, he's talking about this one, the red truck. You're gonna pull this in the shop and take this out. And this is the one I'm supposed to be buying. This is the same one. Let's go. There's another one exactly like it, and this is it over here. This is not mine. This is somebody else's one. They're both exactly the same. Them is the same year, same type, same interior and everything. Hold on. Go on the other side. Hold on. Do it again. Better. Oh shit. What the hell is that? I thought it was a dead bird. Yeah, it looked like shit. I know one of y'all said, damn, I almost hit my head. One of y'all said, that looks dangerous. I'll keep looking if I were you. I don't blame you. I don't have a choice. Don't forget, all them X amount of fucked up trucks y'all saw on the highway driving next to y'all's company's trucks. All y'all that's driving for Swift, Western Express, JB Hunt. You know what you see on the highway, right? It's even worse than this. Nah, I'm not talking about the interior. I'm talking about the exterior. You see parts flapping off like this. You ever seen that? You seen those old, what do you call it? Freightliner Centuries from 1998, 99, 2000. You ever seen those? Even my boss said that they got trucks from the 1960s and 50s that's still active right now. It's even hard to believe. You see what them people do to survive? They pull them shits out to the junkyard and the salvage yard, and in every direction. They see one sitting in the bushes and they go fetch it, and it's up and running. And it's doing the same exact thing these modern trucks are doing nowadays. But this, yeah, you might say it looks dangerous and scary. Not so. I myself can restore this. It's just that I'm not responsible because I'm a company driver. I'm supposed to be in the process of sticking to my side. I need to stash money on my side. Yeah, I could knock all this out. Except maybe I'm not going to be good at doing the wirings and stuff like that. But I could restore this myself. But I'm not responsible. I'm not going to do it. The mechanic is going to do it. You're going to get the detail body man or whatever. The detailer is going to come in here and spruce it up and clean it. You can see the interior. You see how decent it looks. There's certain parts of it, yeah, like up here, going across, it looks fresh. It looks dealership new. But the rest of it looks kind of nasty-ish. And you see it's so fresh up here. The ceiling is all fresh. The curtains are in perfect shape. Except maybe this is torn down there. So we could get that replaced. All of this in one piece. The bunk bed looks a little used, but it's not. It's not that bad. Bottom mattress looks a little shady, but it's not that bad. This is in perfect shape. You could tell. You can see the carpet. Like go all the way back here underneath the well. The carpet's not bad. Vacuum it, decent. You know, like vacuum the dust off of it, and you can see it's not that much. But yes, all these parts and all this stuff right there is making it look so nasty, right? Look at the fire extinguisher. It might be dusty, but everything is like in one piece, right? Yes, it is kind of ugly over here, very much. And over here, it's still in perfect shape most of the way. The outside of the truck doesn't look so bad. The part that's kind of scary is a chassis, because the rust y'all saw. The chassis, with the rail, what do you call it? The rack where the fifth wheel stands on, sit on. Yeah, and then the shock absorbers and the, what do you call it? The differential, the two differential housing, and very much the brake shoes. All of that's covered with rust. But momentarily, I'm gonna brush all of that up myself. I'm gonna get me a putty knife and just kind of scrape it off and I'm gonna get a grinder or a sander. I'm gonna hook up an ear hose and just, go around it and spray paint and all that stuff. But the body, you don't see any real dents on the outside. It's in the same shape as that one right there. It does have like a little cut somewhere inside it. The body's in perfect shape. You don't see any dents on the hood. You don't see any parts flopping off like all the other one. This truck is actually in mint shape. It only looks nasty because it's been sitting around. It's been used as parts. It's been used for spare parts. That's why it looks that way. But the thing is, you've been knocking them out one after the next, after the next, after the next, after the next, after the next. I mean, doing all of this is nothing to him. After he puts this thing back together, in a reasonable condition, I'm going to do my own add-ons. I'm going to put add-ons on it. Like them nasty, stale-looking headlights that you see up front. You're not going to see it looking like that. It's not going to look that way. And then parts missing out the door, he's going to do all of that. Yeah, I've been in a body shop. I've been in an auto body shop for like a couple of years, between 1990 and 95. I should know. I know what to do. And they got guys cutting up people's cars and sending them across seas and bringing them back. And they even do that to the trucks. They do that to Freightliner Cascadias, Freightliner Centuries. They do it to Kenworths. They cut them up. They cut them right in half. They split them right in half, take out the windshield and everything. And they send them across seas and put them back together. They use a blowtorch and weld them and electrical weld them and stuff. I've seen it all, man. So I ain't worrying about it. I mean, this truck is probably in better shape than them other ones that you saw driving next to you with the parts flopping off and all that stuff. So, anyways, I'm just telling you what's going on between this one and that red one. He said he's going to bring the red one in the shop and take the engine out. And then I guess after he takes that out, I guess maybe he'll tow it back into here or push it back over. I don't know how he's going to do it. You're going to have it put back in the yard, and you're going to take this one out and put it in the shop and take the engine out from underneath this hood because this one is broke. Then I'm just guessing he might complete that in 1 week, but the next 2 weeks after that, I don't know. I'm guessing he's going to buy all the extra parts for that and, recondition all the parts that's missing. Like this switch for this harness plug and stuff like that. So it's like I don't know, man. I don't have a choice. I'm just throwing this in. You can see I've been away from the channel, from the cell phone for so long. I didn't really feel like doing this, but I said, you know what? I'm already living a traumatized lifestyle, so why not throw some kind of spice and entertainment into it? I can't be a machine and a friggin' human. The way an inhuman machine, an inhuman person, excuse me. I don't feel like being nobody's slave and a chariot for so long. I mean, come on, man. It's like, what, 20? I'm not saying I don't want to do this kind of thing. I do want to do it. I still got a love and compassion for this. I love my career. I just don't like the extra shit that's added on to it. That's what I'm complaining about. I want to keep my career. I love my job. I love my career. The job, the company I'm working for, not so bad. It's just that I cannot stay stuck living like this for so long. I have to get my own authority. Owner-operator ain't good enough. The reason why I told him, the mechanic just now, why I want to go owner-operator and authority. Carrier authority, is that what they call it? Carrier authority and owner-operator. Because the economy situation came out. So now I have to think in a different direction. I can't just fantasize and say carrier authority is going to work good for me. Oh, one time, You remember when I was driving Western Express 11107, that 21 Cascadia? You know, I lived in that truck for a year and a half, almost 2 years. That was sweet. I went through hell though. I'm not saying that I didn't have no bad moments. I went through hell, the worst. I had to drive that truck being tortured for like 3 hours with an infected root canal, as in an infected tooth. 3 hours worth of extreme torture in December of 21, I think. Yeah, December 21. So I dived into a dental office and got half of the root canal extracted. That was not right. That dentist was wrong. Then I went to the second dentist in Maine and had the complete tooth removed because the dentist said that it cracked. So he showed me a picture of it. He said he can't save it. So he had to extract it. So not only that, it seemed like, it's like this, put it this way. What I was gonna say, driving Western Express truck for a year and a half. I mean the last truck. It's I forgot. It's more like I stayed on that job, all right. I stayed with him. I even tried to pull away a few times. I tried to get off a truck. I tried to quit. I wanted to quit. I wanted to use a rental, this and that. I tried to go on authority with their truck. Yeah, here's what I forgot. I remember it now. You know, I did plan and fantasize about being my own authority, right? I wanted to use their truck and go on authority and maybe work for them or not work for them and still pay for the truck. They said that was okay. Well, it went in, things have turned into a different twist. I realize and I understand it's not going to work that easy. I can still go on authority, but in order for me to do that with any truck at all, I would have to say I need to go owner, operator, and authority. It has to be two of them. It's like if I'm going to stay with this company until I spread my wings and fly or whatever, that kind of expression. It's more like, put it this way, staying employed with the same employer with right now is going to keep me more protected because I'm in different hands. I got extra help. I might switch into owner operator department when I get this one, right? So in the meantime, what I could do, what I just thought about some couple of weeks ago, get my EIN LLC BOC, is that what they call it? BOC, and put it on the side of this truck. It's like, maybe it's kind of stupid. I don't mind saying this. It sounds friggin' hilarious and very funny. You ever heard of a DOT number and EIN LLC all in one shot? I think I've seen a combination of things on other trucks, but I'm not too sure. EIN LLC all in one shot. So it's like I got a DOT number. What was it? EIN? What did they call it? Damn, I forgot. Now I'm looking for the regular name for the owner operator, not EIN LLC. It's not DOT. It's the other name. ECM. No, that's not it. Hold on. Let's see if I can find it. And I forgot. It's a usual name that they put on the side of the truck when you're owner operator. I forgot. I know what it is, man, but I forgot. It's like I could have that plus the EIN LLC for own authority. So it's both own authority and owner operator. It's more like I don't like owner operator. The only reason why is because of the economy situation. That's why. It's more like I'd rather go both of them at first from the beginning, and then as I go along, circulating around the United States and whatever freak accident I run into, then I'll say, oh, okay. Then I guess I don't need owner operator then. I could be EIN LLC. Or maybe it might go in a strange direction where, you see, I've been thinking about this just a while ago. Like, I could accidentally, maybe I'll get my EIN LLC, BLC, and you might say some lucky bunch might just ask me to drive one of their trucks instead of mine's. They're gonna cut me a deal and try to see if it work. And I feel like I got some kind of free space to make mistakes, like suppose if I can't trust these people, they're a private company. I'm just fantasizing, you never know. It might happen. A bunch of Arabs or a bunch of Chinese people came up to me and they say, no, we don't want you to use your truck. We want you to use ours. You don't have to waste your time. You don't have to waste money on fuel and all that. That I might accept. I might accept it. I gotta see how it works first. That sounds good. Here's what else I was thinking. I was also thinking if I'm gonna be driving these people's trucks, right? And they say I don't have to pay for their fuel, right? Which is a good thing. As long as they don't dispatch me, or like, oh, wait a minute, maybe they can dispatch me. I don't mind that. It's more like if I got some kind of free space to, like, since I am in owner operator mode, you know what I'm saying? They're asking me not to drive my truck because they have trucks already, right? That makes sense. It makes a lot of sense. But I'm still going to keep this one. I don't care. I don't care if I leave it sitting. I don't care if I leave it. I don't care what. I'm going to drive it. It doesn't matter. I'm keeping it as my car, or I'm keeping it at my house. I'm keeping it as my house, or I can keep it as a closet. I don't care. But anyways, if they say that they want me to drive their trucks so I can save money in my pocket, fine, I'll play along with that game. This is what I probably don't want. I guess I need freedom and flexibility to fuel wherever I want. Nah, not really. It's more like I don't think I would want to drive in the same direction for so long. That's what I don't like. It's more like I'd rather dispatch myself. I'd rather be my own boss. I don't want nobody in control of my logs. But if for some reason, here's what I really want to say. I don't want nobody restricting the government on my truck if I can help it. If the speed limit on theirs is reasonable, if they can govern their truck 73 miles an hour or something like that, maybe I can work with that. But the thing is, all right, let me just cut the long story short. I am confusing. I apologize. I know you're mad at me. You're pissed off. It's more like, put it this way. Let me put it back and just start over and just execute this real quick. It's more like as long as I'm not restricted from doing what I need to do or what I must do, you know what I'm saying? Just to get by on any job. That's all that matters. I would like freedom to choose whichever fuel stop I'd like to fuel. As long as I'm saving money in their pocket, I don't mind, because that's what my boss have me doing. That's one. I also need freedom and restriction choosing my own routes. That's two things. Because I hate for somebody to tell me that they don't want me to go this or that. All right, if the tolls are going to affect them, I can relate to that. I don't want to take that route either. I will put up with it. I do understand. I can agree with that. Maybe there's a possible chance a bunch of immigrant, what do you call it, own authority people, maybe they might be watching this video. I don't mind that. All right, maybe, yes, maybe somebody's eyeballing me right now. It's possible. All right, just in case if you're listening, hear this out. I don't mind doing things your way, but I can't go all the way if it doesn't agree with me. That's what I meant to say. So it's like the way it is on this job. My boss has switched from the old fuel card from last year to the new one. What do you call the gray one again? The EFS? Yeah, he switched from the EFS to this other one. Maybe I could show it to you. Let me see if I can find it. I don't know who's going to be watching this video. Maybe put this wallet on this dirty ass tractor here. Let's see if I can find it. Got smartwatch right here. It's a new fuel card that my boss gave me at the beginning of 2024. Here it is. It's RTS. This one. RTS carrier fast lane fuel savings. Yeah, that one. The old one that I got, the EFS, this is it. We're not using this one. We're using the RTS card. That's his choice. That's my boss's choice. You see, I got the lotion out of it. I got the demons out here in this bitch ass place, man. You'd have to excuse me. The way that BMW came up in there, I had to make sure I was safe because I was getting ready to call the police. I'm gonna go back and check on it. So yes, my problem is he wants me to use the app for the RTS card. He wants me to use the app, and the app is not all that flexible. It gets you into trouble every once in a while. He's expecting me to use it. So now I tried going in my own direction a few times, and he says the card got blocked because I didn't fuel at the designated places where it wanted. So it's like I really don't want to put up with this shit. I mean, I'm not saying I want to be a crybaby. I don't want to do that. I don't like that. Because there's places that I'm going that I don't feel like going. One time, I went up in there and it's almost like I embarrassed myself in front of everybody, thinking that I'm going to get fuel. And it's making me stand out. You know what I'm saying? It's like everybody else has got it right except me. He said he didn't turn it on. He said he did turn it on, but something told me that he didn't turn it on. And he didn't. Now, the app, it's like I need my flexibility, man. I don't mind putting up with other people's rules, but it's like 22, 23 years is passing by. I don't feel like staying like this. But, you know, to tell you the truth, if somebody lies to me up front and they say, you don't have to drive your truck, you can drive ours, I'd have to test you out and see what you're about. I'm going to try you out for a couple of days or maybe a week and see, you know, what's in store for me. And if I don't like it, I'm going to have to leave. I'm coming right back into this truck. That's what I'm trying to tell you. You see what I'm saying? I'm sorry I confused it before, but that's what my opinion about this is. So anyways, in the meantime, since I can't see what's ahead of me in the future, I can show a plan. It's like getting an EIN, LLC, BOC, whatever that means, and putting a DOT, ECM. It's not ECM. Nah, forget it. EMC, anyway. It's more like I'll put all that stuff on the truck, and as I go along, week after week, month after month, when I begin to see where I'm at, then maybe I could scratch off the the owner operator sticker and be by myself for change. But it's not really too much of a nice thing when You're gonna start out so small, and you're just the only thing. You don't have no wife and kids to support you and back you up. You don't have no existing human beings to back you up, and this is what it is. It's kind of okay to stay employed with a trucking company that has both company drivers and owner operators, and then you get to do your own thing. You stay with them until when you feel nice and comfortable and backed up, you feel like you got X amount of thousands in your bank account. When you feel, when you look at everything, it's like when you scan everything, this is the best way to really plan it. When you scan everything and you say, all right, I guess I'm okay over here. I guess I'm okay over there. I don't see why I'm crying over that. That looks okay. And then this one looks okay. So I say, you know what, boss, I gotta leave. I'm sorry. I feel comfortable being by myself. I'm gonna try it. So it's like, instead of being under somebody's rules partially or all the way, I'd rather just be by myself, be on my own. So anyway, I'm not quitting for right now, so don't worry about it. I can't see what the future is. Or maybe if they seem like reasonable people, maybe I might do myself a sweet extra favor and just keep 2 jobs at one time instead of 1. All right, I'm gonna just go ahead and cut this short. I don't want to drive you crazy too much. I'm gonna just videotape myself going back to the other truck. This way you get the feel of this thing. How the fuck I get out? Smell like piss right there. I'm gonna take a look. I'm gonna take a second look at this chassis and see if I miss anything. It don't look too bad since the last time. It still look it's got mostly paint on it, but kind of rusty right there. The 5th wheel looked terribly scary though. 4 years straight, the tire is still inflated. It's not soft at all. It ain't that bad compared to what I see on the highway. No, look at it. The paint's still intact. The dog wedding. All of this is in good shape. Look at this. All in here. The rail's still firm. The shield over the exhaust pipe is still in one piece. Look at this. The Carhartt, I could put all my weight on this. I could pull back and you can't go nowhere. This is still intact. This is intact. It's got rust, right? Well, I look at the fuel tank. It's all aluminum. It's better looking than that Kenworth in some ways. I'm not saying all of it is. This right here. That's just rust on the outside. That's just paint. What I might want to worry about. Ah, shit. Just hit my fucking head. Look. It's probably that rubber damper right there. I don't know. It feels like it's in good shape. It don't feel too dry or nothing. It's still in perfect shape, man. It still got its flexibility and freshness. I don't see how that happened. See all of this right here. No, it's in good shape, man. The exhaust pipe is solid. Everything feels so invincible. This thing's been sitting here for 4 years. It's hard to believe. You see all of here. Look at that. It ain't that much of a truck anyway, but you know, it's better than nothing. Yeah, this is what I was talking about. That cut right there. It's in better shape most of the way, man. Yeah, the headlight. It's in mint shape most of it. This one ain't so bad either, but I don't want to go this far. Hold up, let me check this one. Nah, this is this Kenworth, if this was to be washed away, you're going to see a lot of stain and varnish, and this thing got excess fuel leaks. Fuel leaks coming from all there and even all of the other side. Alright, so I made it back to my truck, man. Yeah, right now this is still a company truck. I do not own it. I'm still in the company department. All I can say is, man, my main goal right now, at the beginning, at the bottom of the totem pole, is to really pull away from this fucking job for at least a while. Like maybe a couple of weeks. Not too long, but just enough time where I can take time out down in Fort Lauderdale or someplace and gather up my thoughts, and maybe, of course, I know I'm gonna be paying for insurance. I'm gonna have to like dive on my laptop computer. I'm gonna have to go on website after website after website and see who is telling the truth, who is counterfeit. Because every time me and my boss have a conversation over the phone while I'm driving the truck, or when in his office, when I'm in person, he's telling me which one of them is shady. He's telling me which one of them are liars. He's telling me all kinds of shit. And he's saying he knows the background experience. Pass, I think I believe him. I know that. He said there's scammers. Man, hell yes, I run into them. In the trucking industry, they got scammers. If it's ever medical bills for, like the collection agency, like when you go to a hospital, to get a checkup and take medication, you gotta pay like, maybe $100, $200 or something like that a week, or maybe a month. It goes into the collections agency. Then he tells me that they're scammers most of the way. It's like there's scammers in the own authority. Like there's different types. I already ran into 2 of them. The last one that I ran into was for real. That one was true. And that one, I still got the application form. I could print it on my printer. I got a printer back there. I bought me a brand new printer. Alright, I got a phone call coming from fucking Florida. It's coming from, speaking of collections agency, they are calling me right now. It's Caprio Partners or Gulf Coast Bureau. They're calling me right now. Alright, I'll check y'all later.